Paula, you have a comic book that is coming out. This is the screenshot from the Mad Cave website. Apparently, you can pre-order it. It is coming out in September. Can you give us a lay of the land, because we're going to be diving into flow and your creative process with it, so people understand what the story is about, and the creative team as well.
Sure. Yeah. So Flow is a series that I created with my co-creators doing the art. And it is about a girl who is at nature camp. And she is a very sheltered girl raised by a father who homeschooled her. And she gets her first period while she's at camp. And she's terrified. And her bunkmates say, well, it's called the curse, and we can lift it if you do everything we say. And then they proceed to torment her for a week. And then they end up cursed themselves 10 years later.
Ooh. I got a little chill when you said that. When I read the description, and then you said it, it sounded a lot more like Stephen Kingish.
Oh, more menacing? Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. I don't get called menacing often, so I love it. So it's drawn by Claudia Balboni, who's wonderful. Fabi Marquez did the coloring, and Jody Troutman is for the series.
So we have some art from this, but I think what you've done is shown how effectively a high concept can break through the noise. I think the combination of the title, which is evocative once you know what it is, and the description is a really solid understanding of how editors think. So having been in rooms where you've pitched, having been in rooms where you've been pitched, how did that inform how you put your pitch together for Mad Cave?
Yeah, that's a great question, because I've read a lot of comics. I know comic book editors. I myself have been pitched to being an editor at Mad Magazine even, and publishing short comics in that sometimes. So, editors are very busy people. They want you to get to the point, but they do want as much of a sense of the story as possible. And so I first did a one-sheet pitch, which really just broke down, like you said, the high concept, very short logline, what genre it is, then a little bit more about the story and the characters, but still keeping it pretty tight. And then a why now paragraph, because sometimes I think that helps sell it. If you can say why now, why this story, why should you take this story now? Why should it be published now? I think it can be helpful. It can lend a certain a feeling of immediacy, like, oh, we're not going to sleep on this. Let's do this. And my why now was I had been reading and hearing headlines about politicians wanting to cut sex ed from schools, and in particular, not talk about menstruation in schools. They didn't want 6th grade girls or 5th grade girls talking about this in school. And they thought it's a parent's job to do that. And a lot of times, parents don't do that, or they don't feel comfortable doing that. And I'm like, this is a basic biological thing that it just happens to half of the population, So I'm not sure what the big scary thing about this is. But then, it inspired a little bit of a scary story for me.